How's it going, guys? aRenG Live here, and today Jesse Anderson is finally here. I'm pretty hyped because of the fact that we finally get a new character that we're able to actually unlock and level up. I already had all my characters at max, so I was kind of getting bored with like the actual grind of Duel Links. So we're finally got a new character. I actually have a reason to play again, which is awesome. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a really cool deck to farm him, and it's actually really easy, fairly budget actually. Mythical Beast Cerberus is what we're going to be using today. If you guys have seen some of my other farm videos, it's a pretty similar deck. I just switched a few cards around to be more tailored towards Jesse, since he doesn't really do much in a sense of being offensive. He doesn't really have too much, because Crystal Beasts, they're not that good. They're a fan favorite because they're like fun, but they're not strong. They're not really that competitive, so we really don't have too much to fear. One copy of Mythical Beast Cerberus with Draw Sense Light. The skill is, so if we take a hit, we're able to summon Cerberus, or pretty much add Cerberus to our hand on the next turn, then summon it, and then play all the spells we can to power him up as much as possible. Now we're also using that Gravekeeper Vassal engine, so all we really need for this is Vassal and 1 Union attack. You're only going to need 1 Union attack because your Cerberus is going to be pretty strong, so there's not really much to worry about. But we got those two. We got 3 econs. This is just in case early game they basically have lethal first turn. You have an econ, so you can take just the right amount of damage you want to take. 2 copies of Shard of Greed. Now this is the only semi kind of expensive card you have to actually pull this. You don't really need to run this if you don't have the Shards of Greed. It's fine. You can go ahead and actually replace them with more cards that lets you kind of do some extra shenanigans, like Magical Stone Excavation. Since we are playing the Bamboo engine, we got the Bamboos, we got the Golden Bamboo that's limited to 1, so you can use Magical Stone Excavation to actually recover your Golden Bamboo Sword over and over by pitching cards. But we're using these just for the sake of being easy. You just play these, and in 2 turns you draw 2 cards. Not bad. We got 2 copies of Blustering Winds. This is kind of for the last turn, but it could also be used early game. If you summon your Cerberus and you feel like it's going to get run over because it's not at the right amount of attack, then you just power it up with Blustering Winds to get it over like 3k or whatever, to the point where you feel safe. I usually like saving it for the last turn because it helps you push your attack way above 10k. 3 copies of Magical Mallet. Like I said, if you don't have the Shards of Greed, you could also technically throw in Reload. I think that card would also work. You're just running cards to cycle through all the cards in your deck. So we also run the Bamboo engine, like I said, triple Cursed Bamboo Sword, and 1 Golden. This is just to draw. Also, the Cursed Bamboo is so you can attack directly on the last turn. There's a lot of ways to play it. You don't really need to use the Cursed Bamboo attack directly method. But if you find yourself unable to use that, just use an econ, which is monster to attack over it. You should be alright. And then last up, we got Gather Your Mind at 3. Just thin out your deck. Another card you can run that I'm not running because I feel like a lot of people might not run. I forget the name of the other card, but I'll put it up right here. You can use that card as well to thin out your deck. I don't have that many copies of it, so I'm not going to be using it. But if you have 3, feel free to use it. It actually works really well with Cerberus. All right, but that's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take Jesse on, and let's show him who's the boss. And here he is. We got Jesse Anderson. So, the only real new reward he's got for us that we haven't gotten before is that Crystal Beast Pegasus, whatever. Also, we can zoom in on cards now, and that's pretty cool. I was just looking at that right now, and I was like, oh man, this is pretty cool. But we got that Sapphire Pegasus. It's the only real new card, but I think it is actually one of his best cards in Crystal Beast, which I'm glad they finally gave it to us. That and his Crystal Dragon. So I've already unlocked him, but this is a deck that's going to make it really easy for you to unlock him. So let's go ahead and take him on. That's the card we're aiming for. Alright, so we got Jesse Anderson. I'm using Mokuba because he's got Draw Sense Light. But let's see. We're going second. That is okay, actually. I don't know. Because perfect. If we're going second, Econ is best. So he's got Pegasus, right? Alright. That's fine. He gets to play whatever from the deck. To be honest, Jesse's not a threat. Not at all. You can go ahead and set. I'm going to set my Econ. This is what I'm doing. I don't want to play any spells until I have Cerberus. So right now, he can go into something else big. That's fine. Now, if he were to buff up his Pegasus, that could be game. So that's why we do run the Econs. So we should be good for now. But alright, you know what? I'm actually going to take both attacks. I'm going to take them both because I like having low life points. So if we have under 500, we also get another bonus at the end. But we're already going to be getting like 9k points, so we should be alright. So let's go ahead and then. Alright, so now we get to activate our skill, Draw Sense Light. Let's pick up Cerberus. Don't just draw all willy-nilly, dude. You're going to mess up if you do. I mean, you could technically block 2 hits in this situation, but no, you're still going to lose. Alright, so now we can go ahead and summon Cerberus. He's got 1800 beaters. Cerberus is only 1400. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. We're going to make him a little bit stronger. We're going to activate Gather Your Mind. This one just pulls out another Gather Your Mind from the deck, so not bad. That's all it really does. And there's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and activate Shard of Greed, because I want to activate that ASAP. Now, what else can we really do? I could technically just activate an Econ for the lulz, but I think I'm going to hold on. I'll hold on to an Econ. I'll just have it set. So if he does, for whatever reason, power up his Pegasus to 2600 and try to attack me, we'll still be able to protect ourselves. So I think that's it. Yeah, he can't do anything. All right, we're pretty good. And we drew the Vassal. Alright, we don't really need Vassal. Not early, at least. So let's go ahead and activate that second Gather Your Mind. And there's that last one. Alright, so now that we have the last Gather Your Mind, we're pretty much all set. We don't really need it. It's just there. I mean, we could pitch it if you want. That's why I was saying Magical Stone Excavation, pretty good, because you can pitch the Gather Your Mind. Alright, so I think we're pretty good for now. We got 2900 attack. I think we're more or less safe. I think he can rarely power over us. So this is all it really becomes, to be honest. I think Jesse's one of the easiest characters to farm. So let's go ahead and draw. Ideally, I want to hit into my Shards of Greed early. I could start doing some shenanigans with the Cursed Bamboo Sword, where we constantly keep bouncing it back. But I am going to go ahead and start doing this. So let's go ahead and equip. Now, there's only one thing to be careful with the bamboos if you're going to start doing some shenanigans. But I'm going to go ahead and draw right now. And that is the bamboos on the very last turn. You gotta be careful, because I do this thing where I constantly play 2, and at the start of my turn I bounce 1 back. And so on the last turn you gotta make sure not to do that. It doesn't really matter as long as you have an Econ, but it should be alright. Like, we're gonna go ahead and bounce this back. Alright, so that's back in hand. I'm gonna go ahead and just activate Econ just to get it off the field, to be honest. So let's go ahead and just use it on... Don't matter, dude. It don't matter at all. We're not even attacking them, dude. Alright, so we already have 2 Econs in hand. We have like 7 cards. So I'm going to go ahead and set, actually. I'm going to activate this. This is just so I don't have to discard. Even though I could technically discard Gather Your Mind, because it's a useless card. I'm also setting this to offer now, because there is no way he's going to attack me anymore. He doesn't really run Crystal Abundance or any of the really threatening Crystal Beast cards. So, I mean, we're pretty much all set. So this is the thing I was talking about. We're gonna activate this to bounce back the bamboo, and ideally, I do that every turn. I think it becomes a pretty much passive game. I'm gonna go ahead and just activate an Econ. I want to save at least 1 just in case of an emergency, but we will just go ahead and switch. Doesn't matter. All right. To be honest, I think we're good. Activate this.
Never, and I've got to make my decision. This time it could be my moment. Is this a mirage or a chance to fulfill my mission? I'm living in a dry land. The left is in a lost end. A heartbeat for a demon. Always is in a strange land. I'm given the balance, but I'm standing on razor's edge now. What quick, all my life is over. One strike just a pain, then I'm out of his field of vision. Don't ask why I'm ready, but I'm ready to strike him down now. I just saw the new stars, there's no time for indecision.
So we're nearing that final turn. Now, we do have a little pre-last turn setup, which is basically adding your bamboo sword back to hand. So we're going to go ahead and add the cursed bamboo. And as you can see, Cerberus is pretty strong, 9,400, which is pretty good. Sometimes you might not get him this strong, but as long as you get him to like about 7k and you have both blustering winds, you'll be perfectly fine. So I'm going to go ahead and set. I'm going to set the last one as well. So we're still pretty good. And I think that's pretty much it for this turn. As you can see, we did not play the second bamboo sword. We did not play it on the last turn, or at least when we have one card left in our deck. So we're going to go ahead and end. And this is the main premise here that we're trying to do. Now that we did that, it doesn't matter what our last card is. We can go ahead and activate these, get them off the field. Get them off the field, dude. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and power this guy up by a good 3k. So, because each one of these is 1,500. So, let's give him all the power he needs. Get strong, Cerberus. So, he's at 12,400. Really strong. So, ideally, you could attack directly with Cerberus, but you won't get as many points. What we're trying to do to get the maximum amount of points is you summon the Vassal. So you summon the Vassal, you activate your Union attack, and you power him up. You can legit activate these if we want. It won't really matter. We're just boosting up our Cerberus to as strong as we can. We don't need that Shard of Greed either because I drew it kind of late, so that's the only thing. Like right now, we don't even need to send cards back. Just play it for lulz. And now that we're as strong as we're gonna be, I can go ahead and just to be safe, I like activating the last econ on this turn and switching his weakest monster, whatever it may be, switch to attack just in case. You never know. Like sometimes you'll feel like you mess up, and that's just an added security net. You don't really need it, but we're gonna go ahead and activate that cursed bamboo sword. This time we're gonna be powering up our Vassal. So we're powering up Vassal, and we pretty much already have the play. But if you want, I'm gonna go ahead and activate the last one as well. So, power up Vassal, or equip Vassal, and the thing is, you see these two over here are green and this one's not. That means that this one's equipped to Cerberus, and Cerberus cannot attack, so he can't attack directly. Therefore, this effect cannot activate. But since Vassal can attack directly, these are glowing green. But no, we don't go into attack yet. But right now, we're gonna go ahead and bounce one of these back. Doesn't matter which one you bounce back. I'm doing this just for the sake of showing it off. But we're pretty much all set. Like now, Vassal should be able to attack directly. I will activate this just to power up Cerberus. I'm just boosting his attack at this point. So let's go ahead and enter battle phase, and this should be the final hit. Now we can attack directly, but in the situation where you had both of these in play during the last turn, you would not be able to bounce back, or you at least if you bounced one back earlier, you would not be able to make full use of the attack directly. That's why we switched the Topaz Tiger, whatever monster, to attack position. With the huge boost in attack, we can also attack into their monster and get the full points, but we're going to go ahead and attack directly just because we can. So, take that. 16,000 to the face, Jesse. Now we're going to go ahead and check our score. To be honest, when farming him, all you really want is that Pegasus. So, let's go ahead and see what we got. We're hoping for that UR. Alright. Oh, we got him! We got him! Alright, so we already got our first Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, and it's just as easy as that. 9,600 points. You're pretty much guaranteed the farm as long as you're able to kind of protect yourself on the first turn and not get completely destroyed if you're going second. Also, don't mess up on clicking the skill button, because I've done that before where you automatically draw and you lose. You'll lose. But that's pretty much it for the farm, and I highly recommend it. Alright, but that's pretty much it for today. Let me know if you guys have gotten all your Crystal Beasts, if you've unlocked Jesse, if you have any cool Crystal Beast themed decks, because I'm going to be trying to make some of those in the next few days. But that's pretty much it for today. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Duel Link shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.